Welcome to the first ever episode of the Work Hard, Pray Harder podcast. My name is Mahd, your host. I'm a life coach and a motivational speaker. And you're probably asking me, why is this guy starting a podcast? That's exactly why we're here, and I'm gonna let you know. So about 3 years ago, I myself got into personal development coaching because I was just lost in my life. I didn't really know what I was doing, didn't have a lot of professional or personal motivation. And thank God, bro, I met my coach, shout out Freddie. I met him, and working with him for past 3, 4, 5 years completely just changed my life. And one day he was like, yo, you should really do this coaching thing. And I was like, that's not really for me. I'm not really trying to be a coach. But then I thought about it because he kept pushing me, and I was like, I've been coaching people my entire life, whether it's my brother, my friends at school, interns at work, people in the community. I was like, you know what, let me go forward and actually do this. So I signed up for a program where you can get your coaching certificate at the school called Ideal Coaching Global. And yeah, since then I've been working with clients, and I've learned such a plethora of information and knowledge and gems that I just want to share with people and be able to have them benefit from it and learn from it. And hopefully you walk away, even if it's just one piece of inspiration or advice, I've done my job. So let's get into it. So the topic for episode number 1, I was really trying to reflect on what I want the first topic to be, because I feel like I got to set the tone higher. The only thing that came to my mind was the art of self-development. So the first topic of the Work Hard, Pray Harder podcast is going to be the art of self-development. Now, why do I use the word art? Because art is not just a program or a sequence, or, I could have said the study of self-development or the focus of self-development, but art is something that's very, very beautiful. It's meticulous, it's precise. So if you think about an artist that does graffiti, or an artist that creates music or paintings, it's very, very prescriptive, and they know what they're doing. They have a vision. So when you talk about the art of self-development, that's exactly the focus and timeline that it should have on it. 3 things about the art of self-development, because I want these episodes and I want these podcasts to be something that you can listen to very easily, something that you can listen to at the gym or at your commute. And I want it to be digestible. So I'm gonna always have 3 main takeaways that I want you guys to be able to walk away with. Takeaway number 1, I truly believe, in the sense of self-development, all issues in life start and end with people not really knowing themselves fully. Not having an understanding of who they are leads to issues in their relationships, in their marriage, at work, with their health, whatever the case might be. So let's use marriage, for example, because everyone and their moms is trying to get married and trying to find a relationship, which is good. You want to be able to have a strong life partner, someone that you love, someone that loves you. But the issue is people are constantly running into different marriages, constantly going from relationship to relationship. And even if you find a really loving partner, people are constantly breaking up or getting divorced. Why? Because they don't necessarily understand themselves well at all. So that's why takeaway number 1 is all root causes or problems in life start from a lack of self-development or self-awareness / learning. And within marriage, you could have an amazing partner, you can have an amazing spouse, but if you don't necessarily know who you are, and you don't know what your triggers are, or you don't know what your trauma is that you went through when you were younger and you haven't healed from it, your communication is never going to be good, your receptiveness to feedback is never going to be good. And without you knowing what you like or what you want in life, or the way that you even want to be communicated to, you're never going to know that. So your partner, they could be literally an angel. That relationship is never going to work. And honestly, this extends throughout everything. It extends throughout work. If you don't know who you are at work, you're not going to be able to show up as your best self. You're not going to have a clear vision. You're not going to have a sense of understanding of why you're even at work. Why are you waking up at 8 a.m. every single morning, going into an office? For what reason? And if you don't know that about yourself, you haven't done that deeper reflection, it's going to lead to low motivation. You can take health as an example, or family members. If you don't know who you are at the end of it, are you really going to focus on your health? Is that something that you're going to be inspired to do? Are you going to have that self-respect and that well-being and that focus of well-being rather? So you can go and meal prep or go to the gym. So all root problems truly start with a lack of self-understanding / self-development. And think about any problem that you have right now. Close your eyes as you're listening to this and think about any problem that you're facing in life, any relationship issue that you have, any type of thing that's bringing you stress, whatever it might be. If you knew yourself better, or if you had spent time reflecting on yourself and how you pertain to this situation, would you be able to move forward and solve it? The answer might be no. Maybe it is someone else that's just really giving you a hard time, or something else that's giving you a hard time, but at least you know that about yourself. So what I want you guys to really focus on is understanding yourself so fully and being so confident and secure in yourself. You're never the common denominator in any of your problems. Other things you're able to handle, but if you don't conquer yourself and your mind first, you're never going to be able to conquer the world. Okay, takeaway number 2/point 2. What does working on yourself really look like? Now it's very easy for everyone to be like, oh, I'm working on myself. I just went through a breakup. I'm working on myself. I'm focusing on myself. But that's what I like to call the Instagram working on myself version, where it's just so easy to post a picture of yourself at the gym. It's so easy to just, post a quote or an inspirational post. And now everyone's like, oh my God, he's working on himself. But what does working on yourself truly mean? When I was working on myself and learning more about myself and going through this coaching journey with my coach, it was like blood, sweat, and tears, bro. I'm talking about long nights just reflecting, going on walks and trying to understand myself and my past and what are things I'm struggling with, working with my coach, hours and hours and hours, tapping into mentors and different books that I should be reading or YouTube videos I should be watching, long conversations, uncomfortable conversations with loved ones, with family members, like literally sitting them down and being like, damn, I don't want to have this conversation, but I know for me to be able to grow and for me to be able to get answers and get clarity, it's just something that I have to do. And I'm sure there's things that I could have done better, and I'm not the golden standard for what it means to work on yourself, but I really want you to think like, are you actually working on yourself these past 3, 4, 5 years before you got into that relationship, before you got that new job, before you're trying to change your life? Are you actually working on yourself? And have you put up enough effort to understand who you truly are? And if you haven't, then some of the things that I mentioned, whether it's finding a coach, going to therapy, anything, that might be worth looking into. So that leads me into point number 3. Point number 3 is, okay, now we understand the importance of working on yourself. We understand what does working on yourself really mean. And lastly, we're trying to understand how can you actually work on yourself. Let's talk about therapy and coaching, because that's a very, very taboo topic, especially within Black and brown communities, especially for men as well. A lot of people think if you talk to someone or if you reach out for help or if you sign up for coaching or therapy, that you're less of a person, you're less of a man. But I want you to think, bro, and just for the men out there watching right now, are you less of a man because you went and sought help and you want to conquer yourself before you conquer the world? Or are you less of a man because you just don't know yourself? Like, what makes you less of a man? I think that makes you less of a man. So never let anyone tell you, whether you're a man or a woman, that you're less of a person if you go and you seek help from somebody. Help can come through anything. It can come through God. Of course, that's where it comes through first. But God sends you help through different avenues, whether it's a YouTube video, whether it's a book, whether it's a podcast, or if it's a person. See, Freddie wasn't Muslim. Freddie wasn't brown. Freddie is not someone that I would sign up with to get coaching one-on-one on paper, but the way that he helped me understand so much more about myself was absolutely life-changing. So what I want you guys to do is think about what are the best avenues and channels that you can use to get the help or to focus on yourself and actually strive towards that self-development. Is it that new book that you've been putting off? Is it more reflections if you've already gone to coaching or therapy? Or maybe it's time to reach out to a coach or a therapist and be able to just add that to your toolkit. Therapy or coaching is something that you use as one of the tools in your toolkit. You're not going to come out of that and just be like 100% happy and ready to conquer the world. Or maybe you might, but just like you have a toolkit full of different tools, you have a screwdriver, you have a hammer, you have everything. That's just like what coaching and therapy is. You want to have a complete toolkit, and that toolkit looks like a good diet, physical activity, good community, good friends, coaches that you can work with, and people that you can continue developing with. So those are the main 3 points. Number 1, we talked about understanding the importance of self-development. Number 2, what does it actually mean to be working on yourself, and if you're actually doing that. And number 3, how to go and seek that help, and hopefully a little bit of inspiration to be able to go and do that and know that there's nothing wrong with being able to do that. So there you have it. That's podcast number 1. As we keep going, there's going to be a lot more episodes, a lot more vlogs, a lot more everything, more content coming your way. So make sure you subscribe, like, share with people that you might think will benefit. And I'm going to catch you guys in episode number 2. Peace.